Hi students, in last class we have completed measurements. Today we are going to discuss about unitary methods. So what is by unitary methods? Let's discuss about this chapter. In this chapter, the unit means that unit represent one quantity. In entire this chapter we will do one thing, that is from the given group of quantities. We will find the value of one unit. For example, if you go for the shop, so if you go for the shop, they will sell in packets. For example, in a packet there are 5 chocolates. They have said that the cost of 5 chocolate pack is, the pack price is rupees 40. The pack price is rupees 40. How many chocolates are there? 5 chocolates. Then cost of each chocolate will be, what is the value of each chocolate? So the value of a packet by number of units. How many units are there in that packet? 5 units. So each chocolate will cost rupees. So each price will be 5 ones are 5 8s are 40. We can cancel 5 8s are 40. So each unit price is 8 rupees. So each chocolate price will be 8 rupees. Like this we will find. So what we do here, from the given group of quantity, look at this pack contain 5 chocolates. So a pack they are selling in packets. So the pack of 5 chocolates is 40 rupees. The shopkeeper said that. So from that we can conclude that each chocolate was selling for 40 by 5 means that 8 rupees. So each chocolate will be 8 rupees. So from that we can require, so if I require 2 chocolates, I can pay 16 rupees. So if I require 3 chocolates, I need to pay 24 rupees. So which means that the number of quantity, so the price will be depends on number of quantity, how much we are taking. Okay, the price will be vary. So if I take 1 chocolate only, then the price I need to pay 8 rupees. If I take 2 chocolates, then I need to pay 16 rupees. So the price will be multiple of number of units. The price is multiple of number of units, right? So if I need to buy 4 chocolates, which means that I need to pay, so I need 4 chocolates. So how much I need to pay? So pay to the shopkeeper will be 8 into number of quantities, that will be 32 rupees. I need to pay 32 rupees for the shopkeeper. If I need to get 4 chocolates, that is the thing we need to do here. So this thing will be done in this chapter. So from the given group of quantity, we will find the cost of 1 unit. From the given group of quantities, we will find the cost of 1 unit. With that 1 unit, we can find required units. So in this chapter we have to find cost of 1 unit. With that 1 unit value, we can find the value of required units. That is what we will done in this chapter. So next term we need to understand in this chapter is direct proportion. We need to understand a direct proportion. So there are 2 terms in this chapter, direct proportion and indirect proportion. So what do you mean by direct proportion? Direct proportion means that, so if the value of one quantity increases, automatically the value of another quantity is also increases. Like for example, the price of one pen price is rupees 5. One pen price is rupees 5. What is the value of 2 pens? Two same pens will be rupees 10. Then what is the value of 4 pens? 4 pens will be rupees 20. What is the 10 pence price? So 10 pen price is rupees 50. Look at here. The number of pens are increasing. Number of pens are increasing. In the same time, the price of pens also increasing. Okay, number of pens are increasing. Number of pens are increased or rises. Okay, price of pens rises. Okay, look at here. If the quantity is more, we need to pay more, like that. So if the quantity increases, for example, 1 pen price is 5 rupees, 2 pens will be 10 rupees, 4 pens means that 20, 10 pens will be 50, like that, which means that the price, if the quantity will be increases, the price also increased, right? This is called direct proportion. Which means that if one quantity is increasing, directly another quantity depends on this quantity will be rises. Look at this. The quantity of the pens will be depends on the price. Okay, if I go for the shop, if manam shop ki velgam anukunnana, if I purchase one pen purchases 10 rupees istanu. So they have said that, the shopkeeper said that the price of pen is 10 rupees. So if I take that one pen తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, I need to pay 10 rupees. So if this, in this same condition, if I take 2 pens తీసుకుంటే ఏం చేయాలి? I need to pay 20 rupees. అలా కాకుండా 10 rupees ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, షాప్కీపర్ ఇవ్వరు. ఖచ్చితంగా you have to pay 20 rupees for the 2 pens, లేకుంటే ఇవ్వరు ఖచ్చితంగా, రైట్? దట్ ఈస్ ద సిచ్యువేషన్. ఓకే, అంటే ఏంటి, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పెన్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యాయి కదా, సో ప్రైస్ ఆల్సో ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. సో నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పెన్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయినా కూడా నేను 10 రూపీస్ వేస్తానంటే వాడు ఒప్పుకోడు, షాప్కీపర్ ఒప్పుకోడు, సేమ్ అలానే. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద డైరెక్ట్ ప్రపోర్షన్. సో పెన్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యాయి కాబట్టి ప్రైస్ కూడా నువ్వు ఎక్కువ ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. సో ఇఫ్ వన్ క్వాంటిటీ ఇంక్రీజెస్, ఇఫ్ ద వాల్యూ of one quantity is in the same so one quantity increases, it directly increases value of its dependent quantity. Dependent quantity means that here the price of pen depends on number of pens we are taking. So if the number of pens are increased, price of pens also increased. If the number of pens decreased, price also decreased, right? This is the direct proportion. We will see that problems related to direct proportion. So what is by direct proportion? Okay, next we will see the problems related to direct proportions. So see this first question. Look at the first question. What they have given. So we need to write the first of all given data. The cost of 6 books. Cost of 6 books equals to rupees 480. Okay, cost of 6 books is 480. Okay, now what we need to find? Then find the cost of 10 such books. Such books means that 10 similar books. So from these 6 books, first of all we need to find cost of one book. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చిన 6 books నుంచి we have to find cost of one book. ఒక బుక్ ప్రైస్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం. సో వన్ బుక్ ప్రైస్, ద కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ వన్ బుక్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ వన్ బుక్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ వన్ బుక్ అంటే ఏమవుతుందన్న, కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 6 books ఈజ్ 480, కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ వన్ బుక్ అంటే ఏమవుతుంది 480/6, 480/6, కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 6 books by 6 books, 6 1s are 6 8s are 48. So each book cost rupees 80. Each book cost and cost of each book is rupees 80. We got the cost of each book is rupees 80. Now we can find the cost of 10 books. Now we can find the cost of 10 books. So cost of 10 books equals to price of each book into number of books. So price of each book is rupees 80. So number of books we required is 10. So the total price will be rupees 800. So simple calculations nana, but we are doing in theoretical manner. Okay, మనకు ఆల్రెడీ ఏంటి అంటే సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే, మనం మామూలుగా షాప్కి వెళ్తాం. షాప్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యూ నీడ్ టు పర్చేస్ సమ్ చాక్లెట్స్ ఆర్ బుక్, సింపుల్గా బుక్ క్వశ్చన్ కదా, బుక్ తీసుకుందాం. సో బుక్ తీసుకోవడానికి వెళ్ళాము. బుక్ తీసుకోవడానికి వెళ్తే అక్కడ ఒక ప్యాక్ ఉంది, బుక్స్ ప్యాక్ ఉంది. 4 books కలిపి 100 rupees చెప్పాడు. 4 books కలిపి 100 rupees అంటే నాకు కావాల్సింది ఎన్ని బుక్ కావాలి, 8 books కావాలి. సో 8 books కావాలి కాబట్టి 400, ఇంకొక 400 అయితే ఏమవుతుంది, టోటల్గా ఐ నీడ్ టు పే 800 rupees. అంటే ఈచ్ బుక్ అంటే మనం అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తాము, 4 books 100, ఇంకొక 4 books తీసుకుంటే 100, టోటల్గా 200 rupees పే చేస్తాం లేదా. సేమ్ అలానే ఇక్కడ కూడా మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 6 books ఇచ్చాడు. సో కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 6 books ఇచ్చే 1 book ప్రైస్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేద్దాం. 1 book ప్రైస్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసి దెన్ వీ కెన్ ఫైండ్ కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ బుక్స్ ప్రైస్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ we are doing here. Same questions. Okay, next, the price of 8 chairs. So what they have given, price of 8 chairs, price of 8 chairs. So what is the price of 8 chairs, rupees 6400. So then find the cost of 5 such chairs. అంటే వాడు మనకి కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 8 chairs తెలుసు. ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ 8 chairs మనకి ఏం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి, 5 such chairs కనుక, అంటే సేమ్ చైర్స్ 5 chairs మనం కొంటున్నాం అనమాట. సో 5 chairsకి ఎంత అవుతుందో ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఫైండ్ ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ 1 chair. సో ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ 1 chair ఏమవుతుందా, కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 8 chairs by 8. సో హియర్ వీ కెన్ క్యాన్సిల్ హియర్. 8 8s are 64, 8 8s are 64, 8 1s are 8 8s are 64. So each chair cost of 1 chair will be rupees 800. But I required cost of 5 chairs. So price of 5 chairs equals to price of 5 chairs equals to, what is the cost of each chair, rupees 800, into how many chairs we required, 5. So it will be 5 8s are 40, rupees 4000. So cost of 5 chairs will be 4000. Like that we need to do here. Okay, again look at here, the process will be very similar. First of all we need to find the cost of 1 chair. With that 1 chair we can find the required number of chairs. That is the unitary methods. Next one, look at here. The price of 5 pence is rupees 60. Then how many pence? Look at that question, will be changing. These are the very simple questions, but here the question is very changed some. Okay, somewhat change in the question. Look at that change. Look at the concentrate more for this type of questions. Very important question. So price of 5 pence is rupees 60. So what they have given, price of 5 pence, price of 5 pence equals to rupees 60. Then how many pence will be purchased with rupees 150? how many pens will be purchased with 150. So which means that for the 150 rupees, how many pens we will get, they are asking. Okay, not how many, what is the cost of pens, they are asking about the how many pens, they are given rupees. So in that case we have to do one thing. First of all, we need to find the price of one pen. So same ikkada kuda em chestamanటే price of one pen and find out cheyandi. So price of one pen ఏమవుతుంది, price of one pen equals to 60 by 5. 60 by 5. So 5 ones are 5, 12s are 60. So cost of each pen is rupees 12. Cost of each pen is rupees 12. Now I required number of pens. I required number of pens will be purchased with rupees. So here can take 180, but it is better to take 180. Okay, number of pens. So number of pens equals to number of pens we can purchase with rupees 180. So with the rupees 180, so 180 by each pen price is rupees 12. We have to divide these two values. So 12 ones are 12, 15s are 12, 15s are 180. So 15 pens, we can purchase 15 pens. We can purchase 15 pens. Here number of pens or number of things we required means that price of the given quantity by price of each quantity. We have to divide that. So this is the manner we need to do the remaining problems. Look at here also. What they have given, the cost of 15 tables. Cost of 15 tables. 15 tables. Cost of 15 tables is rupees 13,500. 15 tables is rupees 13,500. So from these 15 tables, what we need to do here, first of all we need to find cost of one table. So what will be the cost of one table? Cost of one table. One table cost find out chestam nanu. So one cost of one table will be 13,500 by how many number of tables price this? 15 tables by 15. 15 ones are 15 nines are 135. 15 ones are 15 nines are 135. Each table cost rupees 900. Each table cost rupees 900. So now required number of tables kavali. How many tables means that number of tables kada manaku kavalsinde. So number of tables equals to number of tables and number of tables entaku a price ku 12,000 ke. So 12,000. So here, so it is better to take 12,000, not 12,000. No, it is not very. Let's take 18,000 for the 18,000. Better to take 18,000. So 18,000. So 18,000 by 900. So you can cancel zeros, two zeros cancel, and 9 ones are 9 twos are 9 20s. So number of tables we can purchase with the 18,000 will be 20 tables. 20 tables. Next one. The cost of 6 meters cloth is rupees 720. Okay. What they have given? Cost of 6 meter cloth is rupees 720. So 6 meter cloth price is entanana 720. So first of all we need to find the cost of 1 meter. Cost of 1 meter. Cost of 1 meter cloth will be 720 by 6. Okay, 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are. So each meter cost rupees 120. Rupees 120. Each meter cloth cost entanana rupees 120. So now I required number of meters of cloth. Number of meters of cloth. Number of meters equals to for how much 960, for how much 960, but by each cloth, each meter cost, what is the each meter cloth cost? 120. So we can cancel 0 cancel, 12 ones are 12, 8 jar. So number of meters we can purchase for the 960 will be 8 meters. 8 meters. Okay. Next question. Price of 10 sheep is 15,000. Given that price of 10 sheep, price of 10 sheep, what is the price of 10 sheep, Nana? 15,000. Price of 10 sheep is 15,000. So with that 15,000, how many sheep we have purchased? 10. But I required how many sheep can be bought with 22,500. First of all, find the price of one sheep. What is the price of one sheep? Price of one sheep will be what, Nana? 15,000 by each sheep. What is the cost of each sheep? How many sheep for purchase for 15,000? 10 by 10. So each sheep will be bought for 1,500. So each sheep price is rupees 1,500. So now I require number of sheep. So number of sheep means that number of sheep for rupees, for how much? 22,500. So 22,500 by each sheep price is 1,500. So we can cancel zeros cancel. So we can cancel with the 15. So we can cancel with the 15. 15 15s are 225, right? 15 15s. So 15 sheeps will be purchased for, okay, 15 sheeps will be purchased for rupees 22,500. Okay, these are the questions related to unitary methods, that is direct proportions. So direct proportions means that if the value of one quantity increases, the value of another quantity will be increased, dependent quantity will be increased. In the same way, if the value of one quantity is decreased, the value of another quantity is also decreased, which means that if the number of pens are decreased means that the price of pen also decreased or not. So 10 pens 50 rupees aithe 2 pens amoutunana 10 rupees kada manam ivvalsinde. So ikkada number of pens decrease aina increase aina, number of pens increase aithe price increase avutundi, number of pens decrease aithe price decrease avutundi. That is the direct proportion. Decrease aithe decrease avvali, increase aithe increase avvali. That is the direct proportion. Okay. సో డైరెక్ట్ ప్రపోర్షన్ మీద మనకు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంటే ఏ ప్రాబ్లం అయినా కూడా మనం ఏం చేస్తాము అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ వన్ యూనిట్ వాల్యూ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసి విత్ దట్ 1 యూనిట్ వాల్యూ వీ కెన్ ఫైండ్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్. హియర్ వీ నీడ్ టు అప్లై జనరల్ థియరీ. ఏంటి ఆ జనరల్ థియరీ అంటే, మామూలుగా మనం షాప్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు 2 pens 10 rupees అంటే ఈచ్ పెన్ ఏమవుతుంది 5 rupees. ఇఫ్ ఐ రిక్వైర్డ్ 6 pens అన్నప్పుడు మనం ఎంత ఇస్తాము, 6 5s are 30 rupees we need to pay. Like that general theory we need to apply here. Okay, so ఇక్కడ 6 books వచ్చేసి 480 rupees అని చెప్పారు మనం. సో the cost of 6 books is 480 rupees. Then cost of 1 book will be 480 by 6. So 480 will be divided by number of books were purchased for 480. So 480 by 6 will be 80 rupees. సో ద కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 10 books అంటే ఈచ్ బుక్ ఎంత 80 rupees పడుతుంది మనకు. సో 10 books అన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది 80 into 10 it will be 800. Like that we need to do. But we have the how many things will be purchased with the given rupees అన్నప్పుడు చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అన్న. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ అన్నప్పుడు గివెన్ ప్రైస్ బై ఈచ్ క్వాంటిటీ ప్రైస్ చేయాలి. గివెన్ ప్రైస్. సో 180కి మనకి ఎన్ని పెన్స్ వస్తాయి అన్నప్పుడు 180 by each pen value. Like that we need to do here. Okay, please concentrate more. These are the most important topics, Nana. Okay, you have to concentrate more for this. Okay, if you are not understanding this concept, please revise once again. Please revise once again. You will get clear idea about this. Please practice more. Okay, take your own examples. Go through the math scorer. You get the maximum idea about this concept. Okay, in next class we will discuss about the indirect proportions. how the indirect proportion will be there, and we can discuss about the problems related to indirect proportions. Thank you guys, we will meet you in next class.